Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be working on one of the TryHackMe box and we need to capture multiple flags to complete the room along with the previous part of the route. So let's begin. So this is the room and you can see we need to capture flag 1, flag 2, then user flag and root flag. So most likely user flag is also inside some file directory or some home folder of some user, but these two flag should be accessible on some service or some port. So let's begin. So this is the IP address. Let's start with nmap scan as usual. So I'm copying the IP address to access the web port if something is hosted there. Yes, there is a login and password form, forgot password. Um, Nothing interesting here. Click here to root flag. So this is just the Twitter pages of the creators of this box. So nothing interesting here. And if we go to the source, we can see one comment um, uh, which is not useful for now, and since the web port is open, it is useful to initiate the GoBuster as well. So GoBuster $IP common, and if I um, remove the um, status codes, so I think it will throw some error. Yep. So what is required is to add hyphen um, b and then 302 to blacklist this, and since 404 is already added, so I don't want to overwrite it. So 302 404, and now it will exclude these two status code because it has tried to randomly open a page and it said 302. So it will otherwise show everything of all random pages with 302, and it will be hard time for us to filter the actual result. So while this is going, let's go back to the nmap result. We can see 21 FTP port is open and anonymous is allowed. Port 80 we have already checked, 443 and then 3306, and in this port MySQL you can see the banner. It is saying that this is not allowed to connect to this MariaDB server. So definitely we cannot connect to this port remotely. So it is the port is open, but restriction is placed on the database service. So let's check 21 and 443. For 443 port, we can just check the HTTPS part, and basically the page is same. Certificate is expired, accept the risk and continue. You can see the page is same, so nothing different is hosted on the 443 port. And I'm starting burp suite as well to investigate a few requests um, on the HTTP. Let's enable the proxy um, burp suite, and I'm closing this. What I'm trying to do is to check if um, something is hosted on the main page. So because you notice that HTML file is used here and not PHP, I'm not sure what was the um, extension of the main page, that is index.php or index.html. And sometime what happens is some code is written on the first page, that is index.html or index.php, and then the redirection happens. So it is a two-step process. The first page will load, then the redirection will happen in the client side, and it will go to login.html. So we can check the content of the first page as well if something is written there. It is not always the case, but it's good to check that as well. So if I go here, um, we can see it is trying to access the slash, and then if we click forward, then we can see next page is login.html, and forward. So the page is opening. So one thing we can do in burp suite uh, is when we receive the first request from our box to the server, we can intercept the response to this request. So the code you're watching here is the request that we are making to the server, and there will be a response. So we are intercepting the response, what response is coming. So if we click forward, the response will be visible here, and you can see a few things are written here along with some comment, and I want to access this page. So to do that, I need to remove the redirection. So to remove the redirection, we need to change the status code from 30 to 200. Okay. And if I click forward, the response will be rendered in the browser. So, um, yep, the page has loaded, and uh, you can see we are inside some page. It says welcome to something something, and then we have some table to choose people and creature, and then we can search. So I'm not sure what to search here, so let's turn off burp for a minute, and if I click search, nothing is happening, and if I pick this name and search, no callback. So nothing is happening, and if we check the source, we saw one comment in burp. So it says told you not to keep permission in the same shelf as all the others, especially if the permission is equal to admin. So some permission mismatches is here, and for now I think no other link is there, so we can park this for now, and we can go back and check the FTP port, and we'll come back to the GoBuster result. So for FTP, let's copy the IP address and open another window here, FTP, and username is anonymous, password blank, and um, ls minus la, and there is a public directory cd space pub ls minus la, and there is a dot secret directory and then message dot text. So let's get the message dot text and cd space dot secret ls minus la, and this is the first flag, and the another file is get keep in mind.txt. So let's check two files. One is cat keep in mind.txt. Not to forget, he forgets a lot of stuff. That's why he likes to keep things on a timer. Okay, and the other file was um, message.txt. He forgets a lot of things. Have a look around, maybe you will find something. So it was talking about this flag because this was hidden. Usually we don't use ls minus la, so always look for hidden file as well. So this dot secret directory was hidden, and if you will do only ls, you will see the message.txt and not the hidden directory. Okay, we got the first flag. That's it for FTP. We have not received any other thing other than this clue timer, so this will come come up later in this lab. And in GoBuster, we can see a couple of things like slash API slash CSS. That's it. Uh, so let's check what is slash API. Before that, I will check slash CSS, and probably there is some directory called JS. It was in the code, and some JavaScript code was hosted there. So let's check both the directories. Nothing interesting in CSS directory. Let's close this. JS, and then the last one was API. So in JS directory, we can see a couple of things. inet.js, and it says though it would be this easy. So yep, it is not that easy. So let's check the login.js. Uh, Here we see some interesting thing, and if we check the user lvl.js, we can see some reference of API. So API table name and then search. If it is creatures and if it is people, then use API people search, and it will return ID of people, name of people, and password of people. Same goes for creature, and this is the table selection. So this search is happening using this JavaScript file, and then the API is used. So for creature and people, this is the creature directory. Let's check all if we see something, and then go to parent directory, and we'll come back to people file. So nothing is there. Let's keep on checking the page source as well, just in case some comment is listed. And you can see for two files it is redirecting us to a login page. It was for read and search, so the search can only happen using after login, so maybe that's why search is not happening here. Okay, let's go to people, and if we check all the things similarly, nothing mentioned here. Let's keep on checking the source as well, and this has not redirected us to login page read.php, and the final one, that is update.php, it is redirecting us. Search.php, it is also redirecting. Okay, so we need login, and we can see some interesting stuff here. Login.js, function password generator, array abc, and password gen for this user is this, and then login.php to login. So let's try the console, the browser console here. And meanwhile, if I go to GoBuster, can see more directories, and I think this is sufficient, so I'm canceling this. We can see slash logs as well, and one login.php page that we have checked in the JavaScript file also, login.php and index.php here. Okay, let's check the JavaScript code console, and if I just create three arrays, can I paste it? Yes. Okay, and if I just paste this, it should pick the value uh, 9 index, probably this one from the A array, and the first character is this, and then it will keep on concatenating all the characters. And this is the password. So I'm saving the credential on a different window. So you password is this and the user is this. Okay, let's try to log in. Search.php, or maybe let's hold on here and login .html, close, copy, paste, copy, paste, and we are in. And if I, and this is the same page, by the way, that we captured here using pubsub. So I'm closing this one. And in API creature, I'm just doing one refresh and going again to search.php where it is redirecting me. So it is redirecting me to search.php and nothing is here. One thing I noticed in the creature, yep, in creature read.php, yep, uh, we have some details, right? So these are the MD5 passwords. We can decrypt using CrackStation. All the passwords are available there, or you can crack using John the Ripper. But these passwords are not useful to move ahead in this lab. So, yep, it is coming. So all these uh, names are acceptable here. Similarly, we need uh, something for something for people. And if we go to read.php, we don't see anything here. So something is different than people and creature. So we cannot search anything for people, or can we do? If I type here now after login, seems nothing is coming. Okay, um, so one thing before I move forward was to check slash logs, and then we will be done with GoBuster, and then we will come back to this page. So if I check logs, post, post log, file, and it is showing us a post request for login.php. This is the user, this is the password, which we have already received using the JavaScript file. So this was another way to find the username and password. Okay, GoBuster is done. So let's go back to this page and this search bar. So I'm going back to the burp suite to find what is going on here. So maybe test, search, and sending this to repeater just to save it. And I'm um, saving this to a file, save item, and request save. And let me check if it looks fine or not. This is base64 encoded thing. I need clear text, so copy to file. Let's do that again. Request save, or you want to overwrite? Yes. And if I check now, it looks good. So you can copy paste as well, but in copy paste you need to add the host IP address, which is listed here. Yeah, which is mentioned here as well. So you can copy paste also. And why I have written this, because I want to check if this parameter, which is name people, is vulnerable to SQL injection or not. And if it is vulnerable, then I want to dump everything uh, from the database or table. So it will take some time. Meanwhile we can play with this uh, search manually. If I add semicolon, if I click search, nothing is happening, or maybe it is going to burp suit. So search, no callback. If I add maybe semicolon, search, nothing is going on. So uh, yes, and yes. Okay. So meanwhile this is running, one thing was uh, yep, we have made good progress here. So what I wanted to say is that the parameter here which is used is as name people, and if we go to JavaScript and the login one, not the login one, yes, this one. So you can see the parameters: ID people, name people, password people. Similarly, one wild guess could be the permission people. So you can see in the SQL permission, sorry, password creature, not the permission. I thought this was permission uh, creature, password. Yep, permission creature here. Yeah. So there are two tables. One is creature, and we have seen the MD5 hashes already. And this is the permission people column, and we can see there is one admin, and this is the user, this is the password. And again, you can crack the password using crackstation, crackstation, crackstation.net, and you can grab the password from here, or you can run the uh, John the Ripper. So I'm not doing this, I already have the password. um, and what I can do is log out and log in with the new account which we have found. So the user is this. So exclamation sign is there, and the number O. Otherwise, this user was not there. I mean, when we check the comment, the spelling was different. So I'm closing the pub, and we can see one flag here, um, and there is a directory or file called echo.php. So if we go here, we can see a new page, the echo panel, and if I type hello, it is simply echoing the hello. And if I use the hello semicolon ID just to check if I can inject some other command on the right hand side. Uh-oh, uh, this was not I meant. So hello and then ID, and it says you really think this is gonna be possible. I fixed this. So some filtration is happening here, and we don't know which character, so the best thing is to use base64 encoding. And what we will do, uh, clear, we will um, use some reversal syntax. So and we will base64 encode it. So maybe let me grab one syntax. You can use pentest monkey port and IP address. My IP is this, and space port 1234. Let's start the netget reversal session, and this is the base64 message. And one thing important here, if we just paste it and run, it will shows this message only, because in this base64 encoding we have some symbols, yep, plus sign and equal to sign. And to get rid of, let's make some changes. For example, add space here, one equal to has been removed, and maybe one space here. Now both the symbols are not there. So this is the final base64 string. Have I copied completely till k? Yep. And then we will add um, base64 minus d, and whatever is coming, then run it in bash. So copying it, run, and we should receive the shell. Still waiting. And you can see the reverse shell has been received, but it was taking some time, so I clicked on reset machine. So I will initiate it again. So not sure why it took some uh, time, but let me initiate it again and we'll resume recording. Okay, now this time it was almost instant. So ID, this is the daemon account, pwt, where we are in lamp st doc. So ls minus la, and you can see there is a one file dbconnect.php, and if we check the content dbconnect.php, there is a password which has been commented out, and the password is blank, user is root, and this is not useful, this password. I thought this is a hint, but this is not. So we can ignore this, and we can go to home directory, ls. There are 3 user, and in user directory we can see the flag. So there's the user flag. First one was in FTP, second one was in the admin panel on top navigation bar, and this is the third flag, which is user flag, and the last one is root flag. So we can browse directory of this user, ls minus l and ls minus la. You can see many things here, but nothing is interesting. And from this point, what you can do is to use linpiece or any other enumeration tool. And I'm not going to execute that. You can um, move this, move the tool using uh, cd slash t using Python HTTP server Python 3m HTTP server, and you can save this in temp directory wget http. I'm just showing you if you have not done this already in any other lab. Paste 8000 slash linpiece.sh. You can get that in from the GitHub um, um site. Linpiece, linenum, and those are placed in this directory slash opt. So I'm canceling this. Okay, yep, you can see it has been downloaded, and you can execute this, and you will find one a writable file which is not a default in Linux, and that is in timer directory. So timer slash timers slash timer dot sh. And in previous uh, file or previous hint, this was mentioned why he, that's why he likes to keep things on a timer. So he has placed a few thing in timer folder, that is timers, and this is the file. So let's go to timers directory and cd space slash timers and ls minus l, and you can see it is writable. So cat timer.sh, and it is owned by root, and because this is under timer, so I'm assuming this is scheduled, and we can run anything. So let's start writing some code which we can overwrite here. So slash bin slash bash um, timer dot sh, and then some reverse shell stuff. So again, I'm copying it. You can take it using pentest monkey. Here goes the IP address, and then port. I need to use different ports. So 1234 is currently used. Um I will use 1235, and then uh, 0 greater than and 1. So I think this is good. Let's close this and double greater than sign, then timer.sh. Get timer.sh. So just have a look in the content, and we should start um, NVLP with 1235. And you can see the box is running little slow for some reason. So it might take some time, or you might need to reset the box if it hangs completely. One thing I forgot to mention, um, I used the similar syntax earlier and somehow it was not working. Maybe uh, there is some problem, but what I found is that we need to add slash bin slash bash. So actually, let's copy this. So slash bin slash, and you can see the connection is not coming. So this could be the issue. Uh, oh, so slash bin slash bash space paste and cat timer.sh, and I think now we are good, and we need to wait for few more seconds. Pausing a video here. Let's see. Yep, session is there, and you can see we are root, and if we check slash root, we can see this file. So this is the flag, and we are root. We can read all the files in any directory. So this was the room. I hope you have enjoyed. And the new thing for me was to stop the first index request and intercept using burp, and we can in fact read that content before redirection using curl command as well. So uh, index, or maybe let's do this, and it will not follow the redirection, and it will show you the content straight away. So just pay attention uh, on the redirections. Sometimes we get some clue or some backdoor using that configuration. So thanks for watching the video till the end. If you really like the video and content that I am sharing with you, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Have a great day. Bye bye.